You can't beat the system because anyone who's sick enough to need a prescription drug is obviously in no condition to figure out how to open one of those child-proof medicine bottles. You can't beat the system because it's only your questionable word against the phone company's infallible computer when you claim you didn't make 5 calls to the recorded voice in Perth, Australia that gives the correct time. You can't beat the system because the only time you're allowed to park your car within walking distance of most stores is when they're closed. You can't beat the system because saving money by patronizing a self-service gas station means that nobody ever checks your radiator, which means you're sure to burn up your engine, which means you really aren't saving money. We don't have many of those anymore, do we? You can't beat the system because it's impossible to survive a hospital's endless admitting procedure unless you have the wisdom to check in before you get sick. You can't beat the system because all cars are carefully designed to make it impossible for a mechanic to repair one part without breaking at least 2 others. You can't beat the system because camping out all night to be the first in line for tickets to a David Bowie concert only means you'll probably be mugged and robbed of your ticket money before the box office opens. Those were good. Surplus items we can sell to the Arabs. That's a lot of reading there. We'll skip along here, and while I get a drink here. Let's see. Staying in shape. You start lifting weights. Each and every muscle in your body is especially toned and developed by its very own specific weight exercise. And then one evening you crash to your weakened floorboards and you break every bone in your body. Quit smoking. Your appetite improves as you start deep breathing fresh air again. And then you develop emphysema from deep breathing fresh smoggy air. You take up jogging. The early morning workout starts to build up your vigor and stamina until the morning you finally can cross the park and you're mugged. Let's see, you take up backpacking. It's back to nature, exercising in a clean and beautiful environment until the weekend. You get lost in the woods and nearly starve to death. You eat only organic foods, the natural, pure nutrients present in organically grown foods promise to increase your lifespan by 20 years. And then the brand of organically grown mushrooms you've been eating is suddenly recalled because of botulism. You quit drinking. Your nerves are steady, your head is clear, your boss promotes you, your wife and children love you again, and then you get punched out by an angry drunk who can't stand your righteous, holier-than-thou attitude. You take up bicycling. Your daily grueling rides build up your tremendous strength in your legs, and then one morning a pack of wild dogs almost chews your legs off. Jeez. You take up canoeing. Paddling peacefully across a sylvan lake not only builds up your body but also gives you peace of mind until one day you're run down by some idiot in a water ski towboat. How can you trust the ski instructor in a body cast? The blind date who's all dressed up in leather and boots and chains. Yeah, short order cook with a cold. Remember, these are old. The brand new car with an oil spot the size of a wading pool underneath. The TV weatherman who points to Texas and calls it the Ohio Valley. The boxer who kneels to pray before he knocks his opponent's brains out. The safety expert whose shoelaces are untied and shirt tails hang loose. The faith healer who has a hernia, suffers from gout, and is nearly deaf. the tennis pro who plays with the oversized and oddly strung racket, the psychiatrist who pops volumes. Is there more of these? There's more of these. The cab driver who speaks with an accent and reads the city map upside down. Killer dog that's afraid of sudden loud noises. The fire chief who chain smokes while directing a 4-alarmer. The travel agent who books your trip to Hawaii via Cleveland, Ohio, St. Louis, Missouri, and Vancouver, British Columbia. The parking lot attendant who wears a crash helmet and racing gloves. A day in the life of some salesman. Pay attention, phone bone. The first rule in door-to-door selling is to ignore the stupid beware of blank signs. Gargoyle, huh? That's the dumbest one yet. Why a gargoyle? I can't say it right. A gargoyle isn't even real. It's just a big ugly stone statue on the parapet of some. He just got hit in the head with a gargoyle. Yeah. I've seen better. You're a victim of bad timing when you're carrying a TV set down to the repair shop and a nearby burglar alarm suddenly goes off. You take shelter from a sudden downpour in the doorway of a porno movie house and your clergyman passes by. You try out your brand new skateboard the day they re-cemented the sidewalks. You get a flat and you have to change the tire in the middle of a Death Head motorcycle gang rally. You bought a season ticket to the home team games and they trade all their stars for future draft picks. You play hooky to play circus, to watch the circus come to town, and your class goes on a field trip to watch the circus come to town. You have your first big win at the races the day the IRS arrives to audit your tax return. Your father finally lets you have the keys to the new car the night your best girl comes down with the measles. You had to go to the bathroom at the exact moment that your home team made their only triple play ever. You're putting in your contact lenses just as your plane hits sudden turbulence. You have yourself tattooed with your girl's name and she's just dropped you for the music major with the guitar. The brand new car you bought to go cross country has just been declared a death trap by Ralph Nader. The restaurant you just finished eating a huge meal in is raised by the health department and condemned. You happen to bump into a girl you're crazy about, having just eaten a raw onion sandwich on garlic bread. The lighter side of water. I'm going to skip this one. We're kind of cutting close on time here. Al Jalfi, snappy questions, snappy answers to stupid questions. Are we muscling into Big Louie's territory? No, some of his boys are underweight and we're fatten them up with lead. I guess that's a... Are we wrecking Big Louie's casino? No, I took a course in interior decorating and I'm rearranging the furnishings. Okay, I get the point of these. Early one evening in the country. Looks like Tarzan and somebody is eating. Well, it might not be Tarzan. They're playing chess. And here comes a fly, and they're going to buzz up their chess game. The guy flicks the fly, and the guy says, I saw that, you dirty cheat. As soon as I shut my eyes, you started moving pieces around. But, don't butt me, you little weasel. Take that. Caution. Game crossing. Good thing we stopped. Yeah.